What's up, y'all? It's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's What's for Dinner video. As always, I'm going to share with you guys the meals my family and I had to eat this past week. If you're new around here, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you like what you see enough to want to stick around and subscribe. I share grocery hauls and What's for Dinner videos along with a good helping of humor on the side. Did you see what I did there? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. So the first meal here was an idea that Jeff came up with. He wanted to have sliders, but he wanted to have several different topping options. So here I'm starting off by seasoning our hamburger meat with McCormick's hamburger seasoning and some Worcestershire sauce. So I recently purchased a hamburger press from my favorite Pampered Chef rep. I'll link her site below for you guys. Not only can I patty out normal sized hamburgers, but I can also make sliders with this bad boy. What I love about it the most is that it has a little dimple right in the middle, so that kind of helps with shrinkage during cooking. So bear with me, guys, as this is the very first time that I am using this press, so it took me a little while to get used to it. I finally found the key was to keeping it sprayed with olive oil spray in between each slider. Yeah, that was a massive fail there. Alright, so now I sent them outside with my grilling man and I started getting our French fries ready to go. So I am slicing off of the sides here to make them easier to make into like French fries. And then I'm going to cut them into French fries with my death trap, aka my mandolin slicer. I haven't gotten up the courage to use this thing in a couple of years. I seriously about lost my right thumb. And if it's not obvious, I am cringing while using this thing, and it will probably be going in our yard sale box soon. So I added some olive oil and seasoning salt to them and then cooked them using the French fry option on my air fryer. Talk about good, you guys, OMG. If you've not ever tried them and you have an air fryer, you definitely need to try making homemade French fries in your air fryer. Alright, so here I am prepping some of the topping options, one of them being bacon, of course, bacon cheeseburgers. Alright, so here is a nice array of the topping options that Jeff came up with. Obviously, pineapple slices, we've got some bacon and egg, we've got a classic cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, onion, mustard, mayonnaise, we've got some avocado, we've got French fried onions, we've got barbecue sauce, ranch, ketchup, all the good stuff. So here are the French fries once they came out of the air fryer. Oh, and also we're using the brioche buns because those are the best in my opinion. Here are our little sliders that came out. Don't they look so good? All right, so the first burger that we're going to make is just a classic cheeseburger with a lettuce, tomato, mustard, mayonnaise, and onion. Slider number 2 is going to be a breakfast burger. So we've got some egg and bacon going on there. Slider number 3 is going to be an avocado burger. Slider number 4 is going to be pineapple and bacon, and I think I did barbecue sauce too. Nope, there was no barbecue sauce, but you could definitely add barbecue sauce. And last but not least, we're going to do barbecue sauce and French fried onions. So there we are. We're all plated up. There gives you some good ideas for different toppings for sliders if you and your family like sliders. We really enjoyed these guys. They were so fun to make, and hubby did a good job coming up with the idea. So the next night we had this 1-pan garlic butter chicken. This was really a simple recipe to make, you guys. It's a good one to kind of have in your back pocket if you don't know what else you want to have for one night. So here we have mixed up some seasoning here. That is 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground pepper. We've got some garlic, Italian seasoning, obviously the asparagus, chicken. I've got a whole stick of butter there softened in my microwave. I've got a can of chicken broth, some olive oil. I have a lemon here. And then, of course, we're going to have rice on the side. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and season the chicken with the spices that I mixed up together earlier. All right, so to my large skillet, I'm going to go ahead and add in half of the butter, which is 1/4 cup, and then 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Once my butter has melted, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken in, and I'm going to go ahead and let that cook until it is golden brown. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and cook up 1 cup of rice for a side. And then coming back over here to my chicken, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. I'm going to allow that to cook for about 30 seconds, and then I will remove everything from the pan. Next, increasing my heat to medium high, I'm going to add in 1 more teaspoon of minced garlic, and then I'm going to add in the chicken broth to deglaze the pan. Next, I'm going to add in the remaining 1/4 cup of butter, lemon juice. Here is where you're supposed to add sriracha, but I opted to not add that because I'm feeding this to my children and they do not like hot sauce. So feel free to add the hot sauce in here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add in the asparagus, and we will cook that until the desired tenderness, which I'm not a huge fan of asparagus in a pan, and I figured that out this night. I'd rather have my asparagus grilled. Now I'm just going to add my chicken back to the pan here to let it get nice and warm. And then, you know what, guys? Dinner is done. Was that not simple enough? I will link this recipe below. I did find it online. I would recommend this recipe for a nice go-to for when, like I said, you don't know what you want to have. This next recipe comes from my good friend Tiffany over at Our Small Town Life. I will link her channel and the video where she cooked this delicious meal down below in my description box. You guys will definitely want to check her out. So this has to be the easiest meal I've made in a long time. So first thing here, I have browned up 1 pound of hamburger meat, and I'm adding in a whole bottle of tomato juice here. And I questioned that at first, and I said, goodness, that's a lot of liquid, but add it, the whole thing. Next, I'm adding in 1 pound of elbow noodles. Tiffany says it's the best to use the big elbow noodles, but I was just using what I had on hand here, which were the regular size. At this point here, we're just going to let these ingredients simmer on a medium-low heat, cover it up, and dinner will be done in a short. And voila, look at that, guys. I couldn't believe it, but all that tomato juice was just soaked right up into those elbow noodles. We really enjoyed this meal, you guys. It was so warm and just hearty and filling, and it was just the simplest meal. I mean, I am all about simple. Y'all know me. if it's got so many ingredients in it, I will just, next, I won't even attempt it, because I have a 2-year-old running around my house that just loves to destroy things, and I just don't have time to be in the kitchen a long time. So yeah. Alrighty, and here it is. I hope that you will pop over and show Tiffany some love. We did serve these with some of the great value frozen biscuits on the side. I ain't even gonna try to take credit. Alright friends, tonight for dinner we are going to have air fryer chicken tacos. So here I have a little over a pound of chicken breast that I have cut into small pieces. I'm going to season that with this McCormick's chicken taco packet that I have here. I have some toppings. I have some lettuce, romaine lettuce cut up here, sour cream. I'm really the only one here that eats that. I've got some avocados here, but guess what? I don't think they're ripe enough to cut, so it is what it is. They're pretty sitting there though, aren't they? And then I need to get some more of this. We love this Taco Bell sauce. I'm going to use that. And then also we have this Fiesta blend cheese as a topping. And then I've got 12 crunchy taco shells here. And then first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cook up this chicken in my pan. Season it with the chicken taco seasoning. Then we're going to assemble the chicken tacos with the cheese on top and then throw them in the air fryer. So come on along, let's get this done. You want to? Everybody's hungry. Alrighty, so first things first here, I'm going to go ahead and heat up some olive oil in my pan here, and then we'll go ahead and add our chicken in to get cooked up. Boom, that was quick, wasn't it? Next, I'm going to go ahead and add in this chicken taco seasoning mix here and some water. I had seen Vanessa make these a couple of weeks ago over at Vanessa White Randomness. She had seen Amanda at Mom's Messy Kitchen make these. So I was like, you know what? That seems easy enough. I think we'll try that one night. I'm so glad we did, guys. These were really, really good. For a side, I am going to go ahead and make this Knorr Spanish rice. Next, I'm going to go ahead and line up 6 taco shells here in my air fryer, and then we're going to stuff them with the chicken. And the last thing I did before putting them in the air fryer was go ahead and put a nice coating of Fiesta blend cheese on top. And I did cook these in my air fryer on 360 degrees, and I set it for 10 minutes, but that was a little long, you guys. I pulled it out halfway through and they were like almost done. And then also I did realize that they were falling over, so I put in my rack to kind of give them a little support so they would stand up. And there they are. Don't they look amazing, you guys? Well, that is going to wrap it up for this week's What's for Dinner video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope I've given you some ideas on meals to make your family in the upcoming weeks. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and until next time, keep them fed.